Clark County Today is presented by Cano Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting canorealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Jacob Granneman here with the Tuesday evening update from Clark County Today. The rate of COVID-19 cases in Clark County shot up again this past week, going from 398 cases per 100,000 people to nearly 474 per 100,000 in the past week. That's the highest rate since the county began tracking that statistic. Clark County Public Health added another 503 new cases over the 3-day weekend for an average of 126 per day. 4 more deaths were reported, including a man in his 30s with underlying health conditions. To date, there have been 150 confirmed COVID-19 deaths in Clark County, as well as another 14 suspected deaths. In slightly better news, the number of people hospitalized with the confirmed case dropped to 65, along with 8 suspected cases, making up 12.6% of overall bed space. On Monday, Washington Governor Jay Inslee announced that the state would be moving immediately to open vaccinations to anyone over 65 years old or 50 years old and over in multi-generational households, after initially saying they were still working to complete vaccinations of Phase 1A people. Clark County Public Health said today they are opening registrations for people in Phase 1B Tier 1. People who register will be contacted by local health provider to schedule their first vaccine dose. You can find a link to how to register on our Facebook page, but be patient. Public Health says many people are experiencing long load times due to high demand. Hospital administrators around the state warn that there could be frustration as vaccine shipments remain irregular, but added that reports of doses sitting unused are not true. The state is also planning several mass vaccination sites, including one at the Clark County Fairgrounds, though no opening date has been announced as of now. Many Clark County school districts have expanded in-person learning as of today, while others are moving ahead in the coming weeks. Evergreen Public Schools is expanding kindergarten in-person hours today and also welcoming back first graders for hybrid in-person learning, with plans to expand into second and third grade next week. Vancouver Public Schools expanded kindergarten hours this week, with first and second graders returning on January 25th. Camas is doing something similar to Evergreen, while Battleground will welcome back K through 4 students starting February 1st. To see the full list of what each school district is doing, check out our full story at clarkcountytoday.com. The ongoing effort to propose a replacement interstate bridge project will have 3 meetings in the upcoming 2 weeks. The executive steering group is a 12-member committee that provides oversight of the project to Program Administrator Greg Johnson and his staff. They will meet first on January 20th. 2 30-member citizen advisory groups will meet the following week. One is an equity advisory group and the other is a citizen advisory group. Both of these groups will have citizens from both Oregon and Washington join a group of interest group leaders to provide input to the executive steering group on the project. Go to clarkcountytoday.com to read the full story and information on how to provide input on these 3 groups. Thomas Fletcher won 2 national titles playing for Alabama football. The long snapper got his start in Vancouver, though, playing his first 2 years of football at Skyview High School. Paul Valencia checked in with the former Clark County resident who hopes to be playing in the NFL.
Thomas Fletcher just thought it was fun, snapping the ball really fast between his legs. He thought it would give him a chance to play football for the Skyview Storm. Nothing more than that. Well, it became much, much more. Fletcher is one of the best long snappers in the country, and he just completed his 4-year career at Alabama with another national championship. And yes, he grew up in Vancouver. We talked to Thomas about his career at Alabama and his future plans, hoping to play in the NFL. For more on that, see our story on clarkcountytoday.com. Oh, and here's Thomas right after the national championship game.
Everything we sacrificed, love you, brother. Being away from our families, everything we gave up was for this. It's for this moment right here. We get to live the rest of our lives as national champions, forever. Thank you. Roll Tide. I love all of you. Seriously, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Let's go!
This week, we wrapped up our latest and most popular to date poll from Clark County Today. We asked you if you thought the social media giant Twitter should have banned President Trump from its platform or not following the riot at the U.S. Capitol. After receiving over 1,000 responses, we found that around 56% of you said they should not have banned the president, while 44% said they were right to do so. That comes out to a very high level of accuracy with just under 4% margin of error when predicting the consensus of the community. Our next poll question is live now with over 200 responses already. Right now, we're asking you if educators should receive priority for the COVID-19 vaccine similar to frontline medical workers. Visit clarkcountytoday.com to cast your vote. Yesterday, our nation honored the memory and legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. His wisdom and words still uplift us all.
What I'm saying to you this morning, my friend, even if it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, go on out and sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Sweep streets like Handel and Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. Sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job well. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub on the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. It isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. And when you do this, you've mastered the length of life.
Thank you for what you did for this nation, Dr. King. Visit clarkcountytoday.com to see more of Dr. King's quotes and add your favorites in the comment section below. Those are the stories we've got for you today. Be sure to check in with us on social media through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to see when stories are posted and join the conversation. You can also send us story ideas and feedback to our email, which is news@clarkcountytoday.com. From all of us, I'm Jacob Granneman. Thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome evening, and we'll see you again tomorrow.